Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As promised, we got some 1961 New York Yankee baseball here on September 7th. 1961, we got Cleveland Indians traveling into New York to take on the Yankees. And the buzz around the park is can Roger Maris hit number 61 here today, folks. Let's take a look at the lineup that the Indians will be having to go in this game. Leading off, playing second base is Johnny Temple. Batting second, playing left field is Tito Francona. Batting third, playing first base is Vic Power. Batting fourth, playing right field is Willie Kirtland. Batting fifth, doing the catching is John Roman. Batting sixth, playing center field is Don Dillard. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Woody Held. Batting eighth, playing third base is Bubba Phelps. And trying not to get into the record books, doing the pitching for the Cleveland Indians is Dick Stigman. Let's take a look at what the Yankees got here on September 7th. We got leading off, playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing shortstop, Tony Kubek. And here's the man, Roger Maris, going for 61, playing right field. Batting fourth, playing center field, Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron, the Moose. Batting sixth, doing the catchings, Elston Howard. Batting seventh and playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. And batting ninth and doing the pitching for the New York Yankees is Ralph Terry. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium, folks, and get this game started. On the mound for the Yankees, like I said, making his 22nd start is Ralph Terry. He's got a 2.73 ERA. He's 13-3 on the year, folks. And the first batter he'll be facing is Johnny Temple, batting 267 with 4 home runs and 41 RBIs. And here's the first pitch. And that's going to be a base on balls, not what the Yankees wanted to see to start this historic game, maybe. Is an Indian down at first base. So Temple's aboard with a walk. Brings up John Francona. And he's batting 242, 8 home runs, 56 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer's got it. Only plays over the first. Temple will get down the second, be in scoring position for Mr. Vic Power. He's batting 221 on the season with only 1 home run, 49 RBIs. Hey, Jamie, let's go. Roger is right. Here's the pitch to Vic. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. That's not going to be deep enough to get the runner over as Lopez makes the catch, throws it in. Now we got 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Willie Kirtland. Kirtland's batting 258. 28 home runs and 95 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Terry's first strikeout of the game comes at a good time, and that's it for the Indians. They strand 1. It's Cleveland nothing. Yankees coming up the bat. We got Richardson, Kubek, and Roger Maris. Can we see some history right here in the first inning, folks? First up is Dick Stigman on the mound for the Indians. This is his 5th start of the year. He's got a 3.74 ERA. He's 0-5. His first batter will be Mr. Bobby Richardson, batting 254, 3 home runs, 54 RBI. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. The Yankees like the way this is started. Get a runner aboard here in the bottom of the first. Now to bring up Kubek. Tony's having a good year here, folks. Batting 274, 6 home runs, 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Tony. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Maybe he's going to hit the first home run of this game. And hell, he blasts that ball down the right field line. It's rolling around. Kirtland's having trouble. And Mr. Kubek's around in second. And he's going to be in there with a triple, folks. So how about that? The Yankees have got the first run of the ball game. It's 1-0, nobody out. And here comes the man, Roger Maris. A mixtures of cheers and boos in this Yankee Stadium, folks. He's batting 265, 60 home runs, 120 RBIs. And the question is, will Dick Stigman pitch to him, folks? Here's the pitch. And no, that's a base on balls. He walks Roger, and a lot of boos are coming out of the stadium, folks. So Roger trots on down the first. It's first and third, and here comes Mick. And Mick deliver here. He's batting 312. Mick's got 47 home runs, 137 RBIs on the year. Can Mick make them pay and drive Roger in from first, folks? It's already 1-0 New York. And that ball is hit in the center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That'll score Quebec, and Roger will motor on down the third. And we still got first and third and nobody out, and it's 2-0 New York. And here comes the Moose. Scouring up, batting 274, 37 home runs, 128 RBIs. One swing of the bat here, and he could drive Mick in from first. That's for sure. Got Maris down at third. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And that's not deep enough to score the runner. So that's the first out of this inning, folks. Maris still at third and Mick at first for Elston Howard. Having a great year, batting 342, 12 home runs, 59 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up down the right field line. Temple's going over, makes the catch, fires that ball back in, holds everybody where they're at. So 2 big outs here in the first inning. And Lopez deliver with a 2-out base hit, batting 222, 222 on the year with 12 RBIs. And nope, that's going to be might be a swing and a miss. That is a swing and a miss. So Stigman gets out of this with only 2 runs scoring. Leaves 2 on the Yankees do. They go to the top of the second. Roman, Dillard, and Held due up here for the Indians, trailing 2-0. And John's batting 293 on the year. Like to get over 300. Has 17 home runs and 65 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick chases it down back there near Babe Ruth, and Lou Gehrig makes a nice catch. Roman is disappointed. And we got Anthony in here. Hey, Anthony. Can't wait to see that NFL Glory Days football coming out. And we got 1 out now as Mantle robbed Mr. Roman of a base hit. Here's Don Dillard batting 254, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Little easier catch for Lopez out there than it was Mick, but that's 2 fly balls and 2 outs. Now we got Woody Held up. Woody is batting 246, 13 home runs, 50 RBIs on the season. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down to Quebec. And that'll end the inning, folks. The Tribe go 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the second. We got the bottom part of the order due up. Boyer, Terry, and back to Bobby Richardson. Boyer's batting 225, 10 home runs, 59 RBIs. Doug Hunt joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Here's the pitch to Boyer. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the second strikeout by Stigman. That brings up Ralph Terry. Ralph's batting $169 on the year. He's got 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kirtland and right. 2 up and 2 down. We're back to the top of the order and Bobby Richardson. And Bobby came around to score his first time up. He's 1 for 1. He get on base again here, folks. At the table. Nope, that's going to be an easy fly ball out to Kirtland. and the Yankees go down in order. We go to the top of the third. It's 2-0 New York. Phelps, Stigman, and back to the top of the order in Temple. We got Bubba up here batting 241, 14 home runs, and 56 RBIs. And that's going to be an easy fly ball out to Mick. Can of corn makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Dick Stigman trying to stay out of the record books. He didn't pitch to Rogers first time up. He's 0 for 9 on the season, folks. Here's the pitch from Perry. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down here in the third. We're back to the top of the order, and here's Johnny. He walked his first time up against Ralph. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 1, 2, 3 goes to Tribe. We go to the bottom of the third. Can we see some history here, folks? We got Quebec. And then the M&M boys are up, Maris and Mano. Tony tripled his first time up. Let's see what Tony can do. Can he get on base and put some pressure on Stigman to have to pitch to Maris? And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. Tony's doing his job, folks. Gets aboard with a single. And here comes Roger. Will he walk him and make first and second for the Mick? See if the Mick can protect him and get him something to hit. Roger, like I said, walked, going for number 60. The crowd's cheering, and there's a few mix of boos in there. Here's the pitch to Roger. And no, that is a base on balls. And now most of the crowd, if not all of them, is booing this. They didn't want to see him not get pitched to, folks. Back-to-back walks. Maris trots on down the first. Quebec down the second. Mix up. Can Mick make him pay? He singled and drove in a run his first time up. Mick's got to start making these guys pay, or Roger's not going to see a pitch the rest of the year. Here's the pitch to Mick. And we dropped the stinking dice. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. That'll score Quebec. Sorry, that won't score Quebec. That's not in the center field. That's just an infield hit by Mick. So we got bases juiced now for the Moose with nobody out. And he bust this game wide open, folks. He singled and drove in a run. No, he didn't. He flew out his first time up. And that's not what the Yankees want to see. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that's going to be a double play, folks. A run will score. But now there's 2 outs. Maris down at third for Howard. And it's a 3-0 ball game. Here's Elston Howard. He popped up the second his first time up. And the pitch to Howard. And that's going to be might be a wild pitch scoring the run. It is, folks. That is a wild pitch by Stigman. And that'll score Maris from third. And it's 4-0. So the Yankees are getting it done without Roger. Howard now with the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Comes back and strikes Howard out. But the Yankees score 2 more and take a 4-0 lead into the top of the fourth. You got Francona, Power, and Kirtland due up here for the Tribe. Tito is 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up, and we dropped the stinking dice again. That's 2 times today. Third time's a charm. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Terry gets his third strikeout of the game. And to bring up Vic Power now. And then hopefully it's not power hour for Vic. He flew out the left his first time up. And that'll be a fly ball out the center. Mick takes a few steps back, but makes the catch. 2 outs. And we got Mr. Willie Kirtland up. And Willie is 0 for 1, struck out against Terry his first time up. And that'll be another fly ball out to Mick. Can of corn, and 1, 2, 3 goes the Tribe. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We got Lopez, Boyer, and Terry due up here for the Yanks. Hector struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Lopez. That'll be an easy, lazy fly ball out to Tito in left for out number 1. Brings up Clint Boyer now. Can Clint get on board here with 1 out? He struck out his first time up, and that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. That brings up Ralph Terry. He's going to try to lay down a bunt here, folks. Bobby Richardson's having a heck of a game here. Well, no, it's Chebeck having the heck of a game, but he's still going to lay down the bunt. Terry flew out to right his first time up, and that's going to be a nice bunt down the third baseline. And Bubba's only play is going to be over to first with Temple covering. That'll be out number 2. That gets Boyer in the scoring position for Bobby Richardson. And Bobby, he's 1 for 2, singled and scored his first time up. And he gets a hold of this, drives that ball in the right field, and that will score Boyer. Nice job by Terry getting him over in the scoring position. And the Yankees are up 5-0. Chebeck has a perfect game going on. He's 2 for 2. Can he get on board again here, folks, and get Roger up here with some men on base? He's tripled and singled. And we dropped the stinking dice again. Jeez, you people. And not this time, folks. The ball is hit out to Dillard. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And that'll do it for the Yankees. They score 1, and it's 5-0. We got Roman, Dillard, and Held up here for the Tribe against Ralph Terry. John's 0 for 1, flew out the Mick. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Roger hustles over, cuts it off, holds him to a single. That's the first hit of the ball game off of Terry, folks. That'll bring up Don Dillard. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roger. He makes the catch this time, folks. That doesn't drop in there for out number 1. Here comes Woody. He is 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Warrior's going to go to Safeway over to first. Roman makes it down the second with 2 outs. And we got Bubba Phelps up now. Excuse me while I take a drink here. And Bubba flew out to center field his first time up. Here's the pitch to Bubba. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Terry's got it. Throws over to first. And the Tribe leave John down at second. We go to the top of the 5th. And it is 5-0 New York. We got the M&M boys due up and then scouring. Here comes Roger. Dick Stigman is not giving him anything to hit. Willie with nobody on. Pitch to him, folks. Here's the pitch to Roger. History in the making. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going, folks. You have just seen history. Roger Maris, your all-time season-leading home run hitter. Roll 66 there, Doug. Yeah, sure. Roger Maris comes in. Mick congratulates him. The crowd's going crazy. They want Roger to come out of the dugout. He's refusing. They make him. Roger comes out. Tips of the cap. They're pushing him back out. Mick standing there patiently waiting. And this game's 6-0, and Roger has done it, folks. Too bad we don't have a replay like we do on Out of the Park. Baseball, Roger Maris in 141 games has hit 61 homers to go past the mighty Babe. Now Mick with 47. Can he go back-to-back jacks? Here we go. No, that's going to be a lazy ground ball down the short over to first. Mix out for the first time in the game. Give Dick Stigman credit. He finally pitched to him, folks. He will go in the record books as giving up the home run to Roger Maris in the Dwayne March 1961 replay. Here comes the Moose. The crowd's still buzzing. He's 0 for 2, grounded into a double play. Now, right, the chase for 70, Jamie. He's on pace for 70. Yep. I guess that's what they'll drive him crazy for the rest of the year. Can you get to 70? Yeah. Here's the pitch to Moose. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Dillard takes a few steps back, makes the catch for out number 2. And here comes Mr. Howard. He is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Dillard. All of a sudden, he's getting busy out there. And that'll win the inning, but not until Roger Maris sets the record with a home run, folks. And it is 6-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. Stigman probably be pitched hit for Temple and Francona. So that'll be it for Dick Stigman. See who they're going to go to on the bench here. Most of the lefties are in the game. Let's see here. Are they going to go with Mr. Bond, Walt Bond? Oh, exactly, Jamie. It's great. I love it. Love to see Mick get up there. Like say, if the pennant isn't decided, I will have Mick play in games that he didn't. But if they win the pennant before he gets hurt, he will set out the rest of the year there, the last 4 or 5 games. Let's see here. We're going to go with old Walt Bond. It's going to come out and pitch hit. Lead off this 6th inning here. And Bond's batting .208 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Walt. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson over to first. And that'll get him out for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. And we're back to the top of the order and Johnny Temple. And Johnny comes up. He walked his first time up. He's 0 for 1, grounded out the Quebec his other time. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Mick couldn't get to that one, folks. Takes it on a hop, fires it in. Temple's down its first with a base hit. Brings up John Francona. Thinks he's going to manage these tribe one day. He is 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Quebec and Richardson make a double play out of this slow roller. No, Bobby doesn't even throw over to try to get Tito. So there's 2 out now for Vic Power. With Francona down at first. Power's 0 for 2. He's hit a fly ball out the left and the center. And that ball is well hit. It might be power hour. And that ball is hit in the right field. Roger gets to it, though, quickly. Francona will get down the third. So we got first and third now with 2 outs for Terry with a 6-run lead. And that'll bring up Willie Kirtland. And let's see what Willie does. He struck out and flew out to center. Terry trying to get out of this with no run scoring. And that's not going to happen because Kirtland squares this one up, folks. And that ball is hit into center field over Mick's head. It hits off of Babe Ruth. And that's going to be a double. And that's going to clear the bases, folks. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-2 game. And now you got a runner down at second with 2 outs. Yankees don't want to blow this game. They want to win with this historic home run. You don't want to lose it, that's for sure. Here comes Johnny Roman. He's 1-for-2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And all of a sudden, they've cut this lead in half, folks. It is now 6-3. Ralph Terry was cruising with 2 outs here in the 6th. And all of a sudden, he's given up 3 runs, folks. Not what he wanted to do. So now you got a runner down at first, 2 outs. They come out and talk to Ralph. He's due up third in this 6th inning. He says he's got it, and they said, well, get the hell out of this inning. Here comes Don Diller. He's flown out the left and flown out the right. Hit the corners. Let's see what he does this time. And that's going to be a 2 balls, no strikes on him. Here's the 2-0 count. And finally, that's a fly ball out the left. Lopez near the line makes the catch. But the Tribe score 3 and cut this lead in half to 6-3, folks. We go to the top of the 7th. Who is the Tribe going to bring out here to pitch? You got some righties coming up here. Let's see here. Who are they going to go with? They're going to go with Bobby Locke. He's going to come out here and pitch. Pun intended. He try to lock these Yankees down. Sure, he's never heard that before. Like I say, he'll be facing the bottom part of this Yankee lineup. Lopez, Boyer, and Terry. Hector is 0-for-2, struck out and flew out to Francona. And that's going to be a base hit. No, it's not. That ball is popped up down the line. And nice play by Bubba. He goes out to left field and makes the catch for out number 1. Bubba robs Hector of a base hit. That brings up Boyer. He's 0-for-1 with a walk. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. And that's going to be a strikeout. Locke comes in and gets the first 2 out. Brings up Ralph Terry. Can he get on board here, folks, in the bottom of the 6th? Get some of the runs back he gave up. He's 0-for-1. He sacrificed and flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the temple. The Yankees go down in order. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Cleveland 3, Yankees 6. You got Held, Phelps, and a pitch hitter for Locke due up here in the top of the 7th. Woody's 0-for-2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. That ball's well hit. Mick leaps, makes a jumping catch. Ralph Terry all of a sudden struggling, folks. Nice defensive play, or that would have been a base hit. 1 out here in the 7th. That's going to get the bullpen up, folks, for the Yankees. Here comes Bubba. He's 0-for-2, flew out and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Maybe seeing some action in that bullpen as Scott Terry straightened out. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Locke. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. They don't have many lefties on the bench. Most of them's playing. They're going to go with Ty Klein. He's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. This is Klein's first appearance for the Indians, folks. Let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch from Ralph Terry. And welcome to the 1962 season, folks. That's a fly ball to right field. Rogers got that one measured. Excuse me, in the gap. Makes the catch for out number 3. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. See who the Indians are going to bring out here, folks. You got Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. They may go with the lefty. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to go with the lefty to face Quebec and Maris. And they're going to go with Bob Allen's going to come out of the bullpen to pitch here. So Bob Allen's making his 39th start of the year. Not a good ERA, 6.89. He's 1-0. He's got 3 saves on the year, and like I say, he'll be facing the top of the order. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. Tony's having a heck of a game. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI and came around to score. Here's the pitch to Bobby, and that's going to be a pop up down the left field line. Again, Bubba makes a nice play on that ball, folks. That is out number 1. Bobby goes back shaking his head, thought he was going to be 3 for 4 today. Here comes Tony Quebec, 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. Can he get on board for Roger? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Woody, he muffs that ball, but he's smart enough to hold on to it. Pun intended, and Woody held. And that brings up Roger, and the crowd gives him a standing ovation. He tips his cap. Can he get number 62 here today, folks? He's got 61. It was a solo shot in the 5th. Quebec down at first. Bob Allen doesn't have the pressure that Dick Stigman did. Nobody's going to remember number 62. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is going. 61 and 62 in the same game, folks. How about that? Roger finally pressures off, and he's a hitting machine now, folks. And Roger, big smile comes around. Mick congratulates him. The crowd's going crazy. And Roger will not come out this time. Mick settles into the box, and it is 8-3 New York. Mick, 2 for 3. Guy has the best seat in the house to see Roger hit 61 and 62. Crowd settles down to pitch to Mick, and that's going to be a base on balls. That may have rattled Allen the way this crowd's going. And there comes the Moose. And you got Mick down at first. Scourin's 0 for 3. Can he get off the snide here? Here we go. And that's going to be a base on balls for Scourin. So all of a sudden, Dick Allen, after giving up that bomb to Roger, cannot get the ball over the plate. That'll bring up Mr. Howard. He's 0 for 3 today. Can Howard drive in Mick from second? No, he can't. That's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. Roman makes the catch for out number 2. Everybody stays put. And we got Hector Lopez up now. Hector is 0 for 3. Got robbed of a base hit by Bubba Phelps the last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Dillard in center. And that'll end the inning. But we just seen a man increase that home run record to 62 in this inning, folks. Roger Maris, a 2-run shot, makes an 8-3 ball game. Ralph Terry likes that a lot better than 6-3. We got Temple, Francona, and Power, the top of the order, due up here against Ralph. And Terry's 1 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down the Boyer. The crowd still is buzzing, folks, from those 2 home runs by Maris. Oh, I'll be saying, where was you September 7th, 1961? And there'll probably be 100,000 people say they was at the stadium. Tito's up now batting 0 for 3. Yeah, he's on his way to 70, Doug says. We'll see. We will see. When he gets to 65 with 10 or so games to go, we'll give it a chance here. Yeah, but he's on his way is right. Here's the pitch to Francona, and that's going to be a drive into center field. Mick makes a nice catch for out number 2. Mick has robbed a lot of base hits today out there for Terry. Roger supplying the power. Mick the defense. Here comes Vic Power. He singled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. The Tribe goes in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-3 New York. And now we got Boyer, Terry, and Richardson due up. Boyer struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be popped up straight up the chute. That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth, folks. That'll be out number 1. Brings up Ralph Terry, trying to go to distance here. And here's Ralph. He is 1-0 for 2 today. He has a sacrifice bunt. See if he can get off the snot and get a base hit. And yes, he can, folks. He drives that ball in the left field. Base hit for Ralph Terry because he says, we don't need no stinking DH. I want in on this action today. So you got Terry down at first with 1 out for Bobby Richardson. Bobby's having a heck of a game. Got robbed his last time up. Could be 3 for 4, but he's 2 for 4. As Phelps down at third made a nice over-the-shoulder catch down there in left field. And that's going to be a ground ball down the held. He's up with it. That's a tailor-made double play. 6-4-3. That'll get the Tribe out of this inning. And the Yankees don't score. We go to the top of the 9th, folks. Roger won't get another at bat unless the Yankees blow a 5-run lead. Here is Kirtland. He's 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Terry trying to get the complete game in here, folks. Pitch to Kirtland. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boyer for out. Well, that's the wrong spot. We'll redo that. It wasn't down the Quebec. It was down the Boyer. Sorry about that, folks. We'll redo that and give old Boyer the assist. And there we go. And now we got John Roman up. Excuse me. And John's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Here's the pitch, Billy. And that's going to be popped up the chute. Howard throws the mask off. Has that easy. That's 2 quick outs here in the 9th. And it's all up to Don Dillard to keep this game alive. He is 0 for 3. He's flown out the left twice, then out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. He takes his time, fires over to Scourin, and that's your ball game, folks. Remember when Roger Maris hit 61-62 against the Cleveland Indians on September 7th. Let's take a look at this box score as everybody's out shaking Roger's hand, the crowd standing ovation. And we go to the box score here. And the Indians, 3 runs on 5 hits and an error. The Yankees, 8 runs on 9 hits and no errors. John Roman was 2 for 4 with an RBI, 1 bright spot in the Cleveland lineup. Indians were 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Ralph just didn't give them much of a chance. They only left 3 men on base. And the man of the hour, look at that. 2 for 2. They gave him two chances to hit, folks, and he delivered both times. Roger Maris, 2 for 2 with two home runs, three RBIs. They walked him his first two times up, and after that, he blasted number 61 and 62, folks. Now with 123 RBIs. The Yankees 3 for 7 with runners on scoring position. They left five men on base. Dick Stigman goes to 0-6, will be remembered as the man that gave up 61. And as Doug Hunt sent the chases on for 70. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Got the monkey off his back and then came through with number 62. Stigman goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and the home run, the historic home run to Roger Maris. Old Locke comes in and does his job. 1 inning, strikes out one. And then Bob Allen comes in. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, and gives up number 62 to Roger. But nobody will remember Allen's number 62. But they will remember Dick Stigman for giving up 61. And we got, since we don't have a Braves game on the 7th, we'll do all the fast play here. We got 2 American League games and 1 National League game. We got the Senators traveling up to Baltimore on I-95 to take on the Orioles. Orioles got to keep pace here. They can't afford to lose. I say the same about the Tigers, too. I think the Tigers are out of it, but mathematically they're not. And the Orioles beat up on the Senators, folks. The Senators 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. The Orioles 11 runs, 16 hits and an error. And we got the Tigers heading to Boston to take on the Red Sox. Can the Red Sox help out the Yankees? Wouldn't that be nice? See what happens here in Beantown. No, the Tigers rough up the Red Sox. 10 runs on 17 hits and no errors. The Red Sox 3 runs on 6 hits and an error. Rocky Colavito, a hell of a game. Drove in half the runs, 3 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Let's take a look at the standings and the leaderboard here, folks. And the Yankees 11 games up on the Tigers. Orioles are 12.5 games back. The White Sox 18 games back. The Twins 21 games back. I think the Twins are mathematically still in it. I think the magic number to knock the Twins out is 1. I think they only can afford 1 loss. Or if the Yankees don't win another game. Let's see here. I think they are 1 game from being eliminated. Actually, 2 games for being eliminated. And then everybody else in the American League's been eliminated. The Angels 32 games back, Red Sox 36.5 games back, the Tribe 41 games back, the Senators 49.5, and the Lonely A's 53.5 games back. Norm Cash and Elston Howard's tied with the American League Batting League with 339 batting average. And there you go, Roger Maris leading the American League, the major leagues, and MLB history with 62 home runs, folks. Jim Gentile picked up number 55, folks, in that win for the Orioles against the Senators. Mickey Mantle with 138 RBIs, Gentile with 131, Norm Cash up there with 130. You can see poor Roger with the 62 home runs with 123 RBIs. Quite a few of them with solo shots. That's for sure. Let's go down and look at the pitchers here. You got Bill Stafford still leading the American League and major leagues with a 2.08 ERA. You got Bunning, Ford, now Frank Lowry, and Bill Stafford all tied with 20 wins, and Luis with his 35 saves, folks. Roger Maris with that record breaking 61 and 62 home runs leading in the MVP voting, and Bill Stafford leading in the Cy Young. I want to thank Doug Hunt and Michael. Check out Michael's channel, SGJ Jamie. Anthony Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out his channel and check out his great games that he's designed. Glory Days Boxing, Glory Days Football, and he's going to be coming out with NFL seasons for Glory Days Football, folks. And I believe that's everybody that was here in the chat that watched this historic game. I hope you enjoyed it. And like Doug said, the race is on to see if he can get 70. Yeah, I'm glad you was here, Jamie. Glad you liked it. All righty, folks. So I'm going to get off here, get something to eat. Beetle says he was going to be on later on the day, so go over and check out Beetle's channel when he gets on. And like I say, remember when you saw Roger Maris break Babe Ruth's record against the Cleveland Indians on September 7th. Until next time, folks, you all have a great afternoon and you all take care.